finished a lot of this. So, the two viewers, here we go. Now, remember, we're multiplying these, right? And then we're going to see if we can combine in like terms. So what I like to do, so sometimes it's maybe, so it's 2/3. Think about it. The first one is 2/3 times 18. So you got choices here. You can do 2 times 18 and 36, and then divide it by 3, and you get 12. So you can multiply these two first. I'll do it in steps. 2 times 18 is 36, right? And then you got to divide it by 3, and 36 divided by 3 is 12. You can do it that way. Multiply top. That's another way of doing it is to simplify. You can divide 18 and 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6, and then multiply 2 times 6, and you get 12. It's whatever you feel comfortable, depending on the size of the number, how comfortable you are with that particular times table. So it's really up to you. 2/3, or you can think of, hey, you have $18, right? Here's 18. And you're taking 2/3. How much do you take? Well, 2/3 would be 12. So you can think of that. Your choice. All right. 2/3 of 18 is 12K, right? We multiply these two. 2/3 of 21, it would be 14 minus 14P, and then 2/3 of 9, or 2/3 times 9, is 6. Can we combine anything? No, because they're all different. Again, 1/5 of 10. It's negative 2m. 1/5 of 25. 1/5, so it's going to be 5w. And then 1/5 of 50 is just going to be 10 plus 10. Well, they're all different, so we're done. Okay, security property first. So let's see. Negative 1/4 times 24 is negative 6k. Negative times a negative is a 40. 1/4 of 40 is 10. Negative times a negative is a positive, and 1/4 of 12 is 3. And then minus 20k. Now, do I have anything to combine? Yeah, I have this guy here and these that I can combine. Negative 6 and negative 20 is negative 26k, and then just copy the rest because they're not like terms. Negative negative is a positive, and then, so here, for example, I would do, I would do 14 divided by 7 and then multiply by 2. Or 2 times 14 is 28 divided by 7 is 4. However you want it. So 2/7 times negative 14 is 4, and then negative times a negative is a positive, and 2/7 times 21, that would be 6m, and then plus 18 minus k. Can we combine anyone? Yeah. Like this guy is this guy. They're equal to 22 plus 6m minus k. So combine only the like terms, right? Only the ones that are like. Alright, so let's move. 1/3 of 18 is 3w. 1/6 times negative 30 is 5m, and then minus 12w. You have like terms. This guy and this guy can be combined, and you get negative 9w minus 5m. These two, I would, for example, here, this is a nice one where I would do 16 divided by 8, which is 2, and then times 3, and then I get 6, right? 3/8 times 16 for me. For me, it's the short way, or the easier way for me is to divide 16 and 8 and multiply by 3. All right, next, positive times a negative is a negative, and then that's just 3m plus 20k. All right, I forgot the h here, sorry. 13 does nothing, and then the security property happening here, right, between the 1/9. So negative times a positive is a negative. 1/9 of 18 is 2w. Negative times a negative is a positive. 1/9 times 9 is just 1m. And negative times a negative is a positive. And 1/9 times 27 is 3. Combine like terms. Yeah, this guy here and this guy here can be combined. 13 and 3 is 16. And then minus 2w plus m. Security property happens here. Right, so before we do anything, we have to take care of the parentheses. So negative 20w hangs out. 5r hangs out, and then we do this. 4/5 times negative 10w is negative, and that's going to be 8w. Positive times a negative is a negative again, and then that's going to give me 16r. And then positive times a negative is a negative, and that's going to give me 4y. Like terms, yeah, this guy and this guy gives me negative 28w. This guy and this guy is going to be negative 11r, and then minus 4y. I should do it alphabetically, but I didn't. So that's, again, security property here, and we have another one here. Before you do anything, we combine like terms, that's what you have to do. So 12 hangs around, and then let's take care of this. Negative and negative is a positive, and that's 12k. Negative and negative is a positive, and that's going to give me 6a. Negative and that positive is going to be a negative, and that's negative 3. Right? 4 times 3k is 12k positive. 4 positive times negative a is negative 4. Like terms, the a's, yeah, these two a's are like, so that gives me 2a. And then the 12k and the 12k are like terms, that gives me 24k. And then 12 minus 3 is just positive 9. There. Security property, security property, security property. 1/8 times 24 is 3w. 1/8 times negative 16 is negative 2k. And 1/8 times negative 8 is negative a, right? Or 1a. Minus 12 minus 5k. This one and this one, sorry, let's do the 8. So negative 8 comes out to the front, and then the k's, this is negative 2 and negative 5, so negative 7k, and then the 3w, positive, and finally my constant, negative 4. Alright, so now we have to account for variables that, right, are going to be multiplying, right? Same basis with, going to have to add the exponents, so a little bit more. Right? So, again, 1/5 times 10, let's do the coefficient, so we get 1/5 times 10, that simplifies to just 2. So it goes to 2, and k times k to the 4th power is k to the 5th, right? Then 1/5 times negative 20 is 4, and then we get kp, right? And the last one, 1/5 k times 5 is just 1, or just 1k, and that's my final answer. Again, discrete property, discrete property, discrete property. 1/4 times negative 8. Let's do the coefficients first. So that gives me negative 2. M3 times m is m to the 4th power. Next one, 1/4 and negative 16 is negative 4. M3 times m to the 2nd power is m to the 5th. 1/4 times 40 is plus 10. And then obviously, don't forget the m cubed. And that is your answer. I mean, I guess we should write it like this. Ooh, a lot to multiply here. Careful. So first one, negative 1/3 times 24 is negative 8, and then k5 m2 comes along. Then negative 1/3 k5 m2 times negative 12 m squared. So first of all, negative times a negative is a positive. 1/3 of 12 is 4. K5, the k has nobody to multiply, so I just write k to the 5th power. But there's an m here, m squared and m squared, which gives me m to the 4th. And then 1/3 of 9, well, negative and negative is a positive, first of all. 1/3 of 9 is 3. And then we have a k here and a k here. K to the 5th times k is k to the 6th. M squared minus 2k. Are there any like terms here? No. Although these are km, km, and km, they are all raised to the different powers. Alright, this one. Security property first between these guys. So 3 hangs around, negative 2a to the 6th power hang around, and now you got the security property. So this is a negative 2/9 a6 times negative 18a. So that's going to give me a positive. And if you do 2/9 of 18, you get 4. A to the 6 times a, you get a to the 7th. Then the last one, 2/9 a6 times negative 27. First of all, it's positive. What's 2/9 of 27 is 6. And then don't forget the a to the 6th power. Can you combine like terms? Yeah, there's these two you can combine. So in order of exponents, 4a7 and then plus 4a6 and then plus 3. Now it gets easier, simpler. I mean, all we're doing is multiplying, guys. I mean, nothing we haven't done. Negative 11, discrete property here. Discrete property here. So we get positive 2w. And then negative 1/7 and negative 35 is positive 5m. And plus 5m here. Right? This doesn't do anything, and this doesn't do anything, right? Those two terms just waits for the distributive property to be over, the parentheses removed, and now we can combine like terms. And you have like terms, this guy and this guy. So we get 10m plus 2w minus 11. Two distributive properties here and here. 3/8 times, so it's a positive times a negative, and you're going to get 6, negative 6h. 3/4 times negative 8m is going to be, again, negative 6m. Half times 6h is going to be negative 3h. And then half times negative 12, so it's negative times a negative. Excuse me. Plus half of 12 is 6. Combine like terms? Yeah, there's these two you can combine. Negative 9h minus 6m plus 6. Alright, last 4. Not that bad. This multiplies, and then 1/3 multiplies by everybody here. So this one, it's a half of 4, so it's negative, first of all, negative times a positive negative. Negative 2 x squared y, because x and x is x squared. Plus, because it's negative times a negative, so it's a positive. Half times 6 is 3x, and then y times y, y squared. And the last one, half times negative 2, negative half times negative 2 is just plus 1. Next one, 1/3 positive times negative 12 is going to be negative 4x, and 1/3 positive times y is going to be just negative 1/3 y. Combine like terms, nope. This is not the same as this. This is a constant. This is negative 4x, variables for x, and this is y. Well, thankfully, we don't have to combine like terms. That's the final answer. Okay, this 1/8a times negative 8a. So it's going to be positive times a negative and negative. 1/8 of 8 is just 1, or 1a squared, because the a is multiplied. Positive times a negative is a negative. 1/8 times 24 is 3. Don't forget times a times b. Sorry. And then, where was it? 1/8 positive a times negative 56c. It's going to be negative. 1/8 of 56 is 7. AC, don't forget the AC, right? And then minus 2a squared minus 10ab. Like terms, yeah, this guy and this guy are like terms. So negative 2a squared minus, if you want to put a 1 here, you can put a 1 here. Negative 1a squared is negative 3a squared. This and this are like terms, so I get negative 13ab minus 7ac. Distributive property happens here, guys. I put an arrow so that you know that the 5 doesn't do anything, and this one is these two, and the 7 just hangs out. Alright, so 5 just hangs around. Positive times a negative is a negative. 2/3 of 21 is going to be, hang on a second, 14. 14bc. Next one, positive times a negative is a negative, and then 12 divided by 3 is 4, 8. BD. And then 2/3, and then that's a 7. 2/3 times 7. We're just going to write 14 over 3. 14 over 3b. Next one here. Negative times a positive is a negative, and 3/4 of 8bc is 6bc. Negative times a negative is a positive. What's 3/4 of 16? It's 12. D. And then 3/4, oh, and that's it, and then plus 7. Like terms, yikes. BC, this is a BC, this is a BC. So those two, it gives me negative 20 BC. This is a BD, this is just a B, just, okay, so no more, yeah. BC, let me do this one first. BD, is anybody BD? No. So minus 8 BD. And then this guy here, plus 14 over 3b plus 12d. They're all different variables. And then finally we have a positive 5 and positive 7 plus 12. Really? Right, last one. Discrete property, discrete property, discrete property. Okay, so 3/5 m times 20n, so 3/5 of 20 first of all, is 12. M is 12 m. Second one, 3/5 of 15, it's 9, negative 9, right? Because it's a positive times a negative, negative 9 km, right? Because it's m times k, which is km. And then lastly, positive times a negative is a negative, and 3/5 times 5 is going to give you 3, and then m times m, m squared. And then finally, minus 9m and minus 8k. Like terms, no like terms yet. Well, actually, in order, let's write this guy first because it's the highest exponent. And then alphabetically, we will go to k minus 8k, and then it's going to be this guy here, minus 9km, and the last one is actually a like term. This guy was this guy. 12 minus 9 is positive 3. Okay? All right.